Hi, this is Karon Thackston with marketingwords.com and copywritingcourse.com, here with another edition of the Ask Karon video column from the Marketing Words copywriting blog. I received an email from Charles that had a very interesting question about duplicate content with relation to videos, and let me read to you what Charles says in his email. I really enjoyed your tips about the Google Caffeine update. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. You also mentioned something about creating fresh content for your site. My question is, when your site is receiving RSS feed videos from other websites, will Google count those videos as duplicate content? Since RSS feed is carrying the owner's original content, I wasn't sure if there was a way to receive fresh content except for rewriting the titles and descriptions. I currently have more than 180,000 syndicated videos coming into my website. Well, Charles, a couple of things. As we stand right now today, and I will tell you something to look for in just a moment, but where we stand today with Google, the content within the videos is not indexed or ranked. Like you mentioned, the title is, the description is, if there's any type of summary on the web page or anything of that nature, any other type of written text, that would be what was indexed. And I do recommend that even though you have 180,000 videos coming into your website, that you put in original titles and descriptions and any other content that is coming in with these videos. And I'll tell you why. It has nothing whatsoever to do with duplicate content. It only makes good marketing sense. Even if there were no such thing as a Google duplicate content filter, and it is not a penalty, Google themselves has said this is not a penalty, it is a filter to sift through the sites that only offer unoriginal, duplicated content that can be found anywhere, and it gives an opportunity for those that create relevant, unique, original content to rise to the top of the search rankings. So even if you ditch the duplicate content filter, and there's no such thing, if you leave the same title and the same description, and someone searches for that and comes to the search results page on Google or any other search engine, they're going to see the same title and the same description over and over and over again. How in the world would they make a decision to click to your website instead of the thousands of others that show up in the search results? Nobody's giving them a reason to. So they're just going to click on the one that comes up first, whether or not it's the better site. If you use original titles and descriptions for these incoming videos, sure, it may take you an additional minute or two to generate that for the new videos coming in, but it'll pay off for you big time because you'll be something different that they see. And they'll have a reason to click to you instead of every other website that has the exact same information in the title and the description. So even if there were not a Google duplicate content filter, I would still recommend that you rewrite the titles, descriptions, and summaries. Now, you said something about, I wanted to know what would be the best way to approach this without getting ignored or penalized by Google. As I just mentioned before, there's not a penalty. It's just a filter because they're trying to keep so much information that's exactly the same from cluttering up their search results pages, and that makes perfect sense. It would be very frustrating as a searcher to try to find different opinions on subjects and have the exact same information popping up at every turn. Now, I mentioned I was going to tell you something about the content within the videos themselves. Google has in beta a nifty, neato little thing called Google Audio Indexing that they call GAUDI for short. And right now, Google Audio Indexing is only operating within the political channel of YouTube. you can go there and play around with it. You can type in healthcare reform or what have you, and it will search through the political videos and read the speech that the person in the video is speaking, the words they are speaking. I imagine it's something sort of like closed captioning, but I don't know that to be a fact. This is not currently something that's operable throughout Google's algorithm and all of its databases, but there's the potential that it will be one day. If that's the case, then eventually the words that are spoken within the videos will also be indexed and ranked. Now, when that happens, it will be absolutely vital that you control and make original everything that you possibly can other than the words spoken in the video that you would have no control over. So in order to get a jump on what's probably coming in the next couple of years, again, I'll repeat that I suggest that you rewrite the titles, descriptions, and summaries and give as much relevant and unique content with each of those videos as you can. You'll end up doing yourself a favor in the long run. If you are creating videos like the one that I'm doing now, you want to speak your key phrases as you create the videos. I started out by mentioning that I'm with marketingwords.com. That's my copywriting services website, and then also that I'm with copywritingcourse.com. Copywriting course is another one of my key phrases, just happens to also be the domain name for one of my books. So you'll want to keep that in mind when you're creating your own videos so that you can get a jump on Google Audio Indexing when it hits at whatever undetermined point in time that may be. This is Karon Thackston with another edition of Ask Karon video column. If you have a question for me, just leave it below in the reply or the comments section, and I'll get to it just as quick as I can.